Shalom, everybody. I was in a conversation with a brother here the other day, and we was talking about the calendar. And, there's a lot of confusion about what calendars are we supposed to be under. Are we under a lunar calendar? Are we under a solar calendar? Are we under what calendar are we under? And I think the book of Ezekiel and also the book of Psalm tells us how we're supposed to uh, observe the calendar. And so if you look at Psalms 104:19, it says the moon directs the calendar. Okay, it says Asha Yarek Lamoadim. And what that literally means is the moon, Yarek, directs the calendar, that directs the Moedim, the feast days or the appointed days. Moed is appointments. Moedim is the more than one appointment. So the moon is actually what directs the Moedim, according to the book of Psalms 104:19. Okay, so with that, you need to be looking toward the moon to direct your calendar. Now, there's still a lot of things in that. I mean, so do you start with the conjunction of the moon or the sliver moon? There's still a whole lot more into it. But what I'm trying to do with this video is just basically let you know that if you're not using the moon to, to give you the calendar, the daily calendar, then you're going about it the wrong direction. And so in the book of Ezekiel, this is one of the things that I wanted to bring. So let's look at this just a minute. In Ezekiel, I think there's proof here that, let's see. Well, I might just do it this way. Well, let me see here. Maybe I can do it. Okay, I'm gonna share this screen, and I just put this little Word document together. Okay, so if you go to Ezekiel in chapter 1, if you'll read, it says, in the 30th year of the 5th day of the 4th month, while I was among the exiles of the river Kibar, the heavens, the Shamayim, opened, and I saw visions of Elohim. On the 5th day of the month, it was the 5th year of the exile of King Jehoiakim. And the word of Yahuwah came directly to Ezekiel, the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Kibar. And there Yahuwah's hand was upon him. Okay, now, looking at this, I'm going to boil it down. The 5th day of the 4th month in the 5th year of King Jehoiakim. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, in Ezekiel chapter 8, okay, in the 6th year, on the 5th day of the 6th month, I was sitting in my house, and the elders of Yehuda were sitting before me, and there the hand of Yahuwah, Elohim, fell upon me. Okay, now, boil this down. 5th day, 6th month, 6th year. All right, so we're looking at the 5th day of the 4th month of the 5th year. Okay, the 5th day of the 6th month of the 6th year. Okay, so so you got, it's 1 year and 2 months. If you look at this, if you do the math, it comes out to 1 year and 2 months. So you're looking at the 5th day and the 5th day here. You're looking at the 4th month and the 6th month. So, and this is the 5th year and the 6th year. So it's the following year. We started out on the 5th day of the 4th month, and here we're going to end on the 5th day of the 6th month. Now, this isn't exactly correct, because in chapter 3 of Ezekiel, it tells him to wait 7 days. But I'm going to do it with the 2 months, and then I'll remove the 7 days, and I'll show you even further as we go down. Okay, so it's got 1 year and 2 months between the time Ezekiel was told by Yahuwah to speak to the people of Yehuda and until he was sitting in his house, finished with his assignment. Now, the laying on his side and sitting in his house are two completely different words. You can go to the interlinear and you can see this for yourself, and just save a little bit of time. I just want you to know that when Yahuwah told Ezekiel to lay on his side for 430 days, here he's telling him to go to the people, and he's going to tell him to lay on his side for 430 days. So here is where he starts. He starts actually 7 days after it'd be the 12th day of the 4th month is when he started, because chapter 3 tells you that he started 7 days later. Okay, so but anyway, we'll start right here, and we'll just hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, now remember that it's 1 year and 2 months between the time that Ezekiel was told to lay on his side, and he was told to lay on his side for 430 days. That's 390 days, and then on one side, and then 40 days on the other side. Is that right? 390 and 40, that's 430. Okay. So anyway, but he laid on his side for a total of 430 days. Okay. And we know that the 5th day of the 4th month was before he started. And we know that the 5th day of the 6th month of the following year, he was finished. Okay, so you have to establish those 2 dates. So he laid on his side for 430 days between those 2 dates. Okay, I hope you follow this. All right. Now, that's between before he started until and after he finished. We know it's 1 year and 2 months. All right. Now, this 1 year and 2 months, they have to be equal to or more than 430 days, because it can't be less. You can't lay on your side for 430 days in 429 days. In 429 days, you can't lay on your side for 430 days. It has to be greater, 430 or greater. All right. The Gregorian calendar right here. If you take a 365-day year and add 2 months, that's the number comes up to 426 days right here. You see that 426? Let's see, I messed it up. Okay, so you got 426 days. Now, is it possible to lay on your side for 430 days in a 426-day time period? No. Okay, let's look at the solar calendar. 364 days plus 31 plus 30 equals 425. Okay, can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 425-day time period? No, impossible. All right, let's look at the lunar calendar. You got 354. We know that the lunar cycle is 354. It's 10 days short of the year, or 11. And then plus 30 plus 31, that's 1 year and 2 months, 415. Can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 415-day time period? No. The only calendar that will work in Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel. Now, Ezekiel may have been following the Babylonian calendar. I don't know. It doesn't say. But I'm thinking that Yahuwah put this in here for us to see and find. If we're truly seeking the truth, then we know that the lunar calendar with a 13th month added is 354 plus 30 plus 31 plus 30 equals 445. Now, is it possible to lay on your side for 430 days in a 445-day time period? Yes. This is the only calendar that will work with Ezekiel's, what it said in Ezekiel. Now, if you go to the 3rd chapter of Ezekiel, it tells him to, it gives him, or it takes off 7 days. In other words, he didn't actually start on the 5th day, 4th month. He started on the 12th day, 4th month. Okay, so let's remove 7 days. Okay, on their Gregorian calendar, that would be 419. Can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 419-day time frame? No, you cannot. With the solar calendar, can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 418-day time period? No, you cannot. Okay, so can you lay on your side in a lunar calendar? If you take off 7, it's 408 days. Can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 408-day time frame? No, you cannot. Now, with the lunar calendar, with the 13th month added, it's 438 days. Now, can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 438-day time frame? Yes. With the extra month added is the only calendar that will work in Ezekiel's example. So when Yahuwah told Ezekiel to lay on your side for 430 days, it had to be with that 13th month added, because if you look at the 5th day, 4th month, 5th year of Yahuwah, and then you go and you look at the 6th year, okay, the 5th year here, 6th year here, on the 5th day of the 6th month. So it's the 5th day of the 4th month up here, 5th day of the 6th month here, a year later. Okay, the only way that this can work is if you have a calendar that has a 13th month added. The Gregorian calendar with another month added will work. The solar calendar with an extra month added will work. If you go to the lunar calendar with a 13th month added, an extra month added, it will work. But now the only one that will work is if there's an extra month added in the year. It's the only way it'll work. Now, I know a lot of people have come out and tried to rebut this, and that's fine. But if they do, they're not, I mean, their math's not going to add up. This is the only one that'll work. So anyway, if you do the study, if you do, look at it, do the study, do the math. I'm just saying, there's no other explanation. It has to be with a 13th month added, because 1 year, 1 month, and 23 days, or 1 year and 2 months, you can use either one. It doesn't matter, because in either case, it only works with a 13th month added. If you go to 1 year, 2 months, it'll only work with a 13th month added. If you take the 7 days off, like it's in chapter Ezekiel 3 says, then it's still it's 1 month, 1 year, 1 month, and 23 days. And if you take off, let's just say that you take off a whole month, 1 year and 1 month, okay? A lot of people say, well, they just don't understand what they're talking about. But if you take off, if you do 1 year and 1 month, well, okay, so that's in the solar calendar, 364 plus 30, 1 year, 1 month is 394. Well, can you lay on your side for 430 days in a 394-day time period? No, you can't. So anyway, long story short, we know the 2 parameters of before he started, and we know after he ended, and it was 430 days, but yet the only calendar, again, that will work is a calendar with the 13th month added. Okay? If you don't, leave me some comments. Anybody that wants to rebut this, that's fine. But, to do it, you're going to have to show me in scripture. Because, like I said, Psalms 104:19 says the moon, Yarech, the moon directs the Moedim, the feast days, which is the calendar. The Moedim is the calendar. And so there's no other explanation that I mean, it's just the way it is. So your calendar, if you're not using if your calendar doesn't have a 13th month added every so many days or whatever, or years, then you're in the wrong one. So again, leave me some comments. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, considering this. Okay. So shalom. I guess we'll see you on the next video, Yahuwah willing. And I guess that'll be the end. Thank you.